Clay, it's such an ancient medium. It's also a very humbling medium. It has a mind of its own. It's soil, it's organic. There's so many outside factors that come into it. It's strong, like it can withstand fire and anything, but then it's so fragile, it can break so easily. Communities made a lot of vessels, like ancient vessels that were used for fermenting food or even like commemorating someone that they loved. I think it's just such a resilient medium that regardless of your skill level, just have fun with it.
I like from a poetic standpoint and a storyteller standpoint, I'm like, does this apply to you? And the way you've many transformations, the way you
Possibly.
Possibly? I don't know if I were you.
I've never thought of it like that. I've never made that through line before. I'm open. I'm open
there
to
you
that
go.
connection, though.
I'll give that to you. Hold that, put it in your bio. Clay-like.
Clay-like.
I'll let you take it away. I'm done with my questions for now.
What do you think makes you gravitate towards clay?
There's this tension between, is ceramics and pottery, is it art, is it functional? And I feel like it's been undervalued as a craft a little bit. It's forgiving too. As somebody who's a perfectionist and hates being bad at something, you can start and you're like, wait, I made something and it's not terrible. What? That gap between your taste and your skill. Clay made that gap palatable for me, digestible, and gave me confidence in who I am as an artist. Yeah.
Today we're just gonna be, I think we're gonna be making slab built vessels, essentially.
Okay.
The kiln, it gets hotter than lava, 2,300 degrees, just for context. So you've got your base. All right, and then you've got this tool. This is probably my favorite tool. This you use to score for any connection.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do, what I love about this tool, it bends with the piece. Do you use this tool a lot?
No,
Really?
I'm learning. I only use it to score. I never use it to build. So I want to see how you use it. Yeah.
I'm gonna take my hand on the inside to hold the structure, and then I'm going to. It's really good if you get this angle. It's like ASMR. Just saying. Okay. Always focus on the form first. You can do the details later.
Knowing that my first try isn't going to be great, I still want it to be really, really good. Even then, I'm like, oh, I can make mistakes. I will make mistakes, and we're going to smooth them out.
Exactly. The clay is also really strong. It's fragile but strong. But yeah, it is forgiving. It also has a lot of surprises. I feel like clay is very interesting because you can, even though it's hands-on, there's a lot of letting go too, I'd say.
All right, here we go for the lady.
Thank you.
Before we get cracking,
We're gonna try it.
cheers. One thing that I learned just, I think last week or something like that, is that you don't drink. Is there any thing behind it or anything like that, or was it just a decision?
I've literally never been drunk.
Huh.
The reason is I can't drink. I have a blood disorder. My body destroys my platelets. So
That's aggressive.
I have very thin blood.
Okay.
And alcohol is a blood thinner. So it's just I got diagnosed when I was a young teenager. So my whole life, it's been you can't drink, you can't,
Got it. Most people turn 21 as an exciting time that's highlighted by booze, booze, booze.
Yeah, for sure.
You were throwing up on your birthday, but for totally different reasons. Yeah. Donuts and Gatorade, I think, was a thing. Can it kind of set the scene for that? I think I've already provided quite a bit of details.
I was pregnant on my 21st birthday, so again, couldn't drink anyways. And by the time as soon as I stepped foot into my job, just hurling into the nearest trash can.
Well, you were going to get there one way or another. I have a picture of you that I saw on your social media page on IG that became kind of the North Star for where I wanted to go with the conversation.
What is
and
that
I think it's
picture?
actually more fun if you read the caption.
Okay. Wow. Okay, Brad. Do you want me to cry? Would you like me to cry?
I would like you to read it and do your
Do my best.
Unless you would like
To
me
not
to, if
weep.
it's too much.
No. Here's the photo. We're in our 8th month of this whole sharing a body, growing, stretching, and expanding together thing, baby girl. You've made my 2016 amazing. I can't wait for the rest of your life. Also, in 2017, don't ask me, but what about modeling? If you cared enough to know me as more than just a pretty face, then you would already know I have a million dreams in me. Modeling is still one of the easier ones. My body grew, stretched, itched, bent, and made magic to give my daughter life. So model. Right now, I'm okay with just being a mother.
There's a lot going on there, not so many words.
Yeah.
And it's like the collision of, number one, excitement. You're about to be a mom, and acknowledgement of doubts people have about you,
Yeah.
questioning your personhood and your humanity, and also maybe possibly some doubts you have about yourself as far as like this career that was at its like nascent stage. You dropped out of college, University of Kentucky, left home, Kentucky to Northern California,
Yeah.
then to Atlanta to pursue this brand new life, and all of a sudden you're pregnant. Walk me through those initial feelings, I guess to start, of finding out you were pregnant, and how did that feel in that moment?
I found out I was pregnant on my daughter's biological dad's birthday, but I knew that I was pregnant. I don't know, it was like something I just knew in my body.
Okay.
I was in denial, maybe, possibly. And I had a shoot that morning. So I went, I did my shoot, and I had to pass like a CVS to go home. So I like got a pregnancy test. I went home, I peed, and I just like walked into the room with it, and I was like, happy birthday.
Oh, wow.
BT dubs, happy birthday. There was never any like nervousness or anxiousness around if I would be a good mom, if I could be a mom, all that. Like that was never one of my worries or my struggles mentally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was excited. Like
Oh, wow. Okay.
like I was like this, like I was excited, this
I don't know, would you say like foolish, like what?
I don't even know if it was foolish. It was just like this like naive excitement.
There you go. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like you don't really know what you're getting yourself into. But my whole life I wanted to be a mom.
And you did have a bit of caretaking experience by virtue of being the oldest and having like a super young sister as well.
Yeah, my mom had a baby when I was 15 in high school. So yeah, that was my baby. Like, and not in a way where it's like, yeah, that's my baby. No, like my baby sister had like a crib in my room.
Okay.
And my mom worked nights and she would work.
Oh, wow.
So like my baby sister was my responsibility during the weekend. Like this.
I'm like doing the math.
You can do 3 12s and that gives you like whatever, what's that, 36. And then because you're doing overtime, it ends up, you're getting 40.
By that point, you already knew about like the wonky mom hours. And
yeah, like the caretaking, like the getting up and the changing the diapers and all that, like that never scared me. I was like, oh yeah, fuck, I can do that. What do you mean? I'm a mom already, you know? And again, naively, because you're like, a weekend's a lot different than forever.
There's no, I'm talking about
where
shifts.
There's no end.
There's no getting off that shift.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Oh, where it goes.
Yeah. I think I want to.
And you're more than welcome also to help Brad out. Like,
Okay,
we can
yeah.
both.
Oh, awesome.
I feel like
I'll need it.
I
Feel like the nerves?
You need help.
How did this like become your thing?
I've always been interested in making, like since I was a teenager, you know, I've drawn, I've done all the things. I don't know, for me there's something really fulfilling about doing something with my hands.
And is this like your getaway thing? Because I mean, model, mom, entrepreneur. Is this like, are you typically doing this with other people, or are you like, oh, this is my like hour, 2 hours?
No, this is,
okay.
I'm not really usually doing this with other people. It's more so my own.
If you'd like, I can bring out like a shape for context of the base. Would you like?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. I'll let you guys in on like a complex that I think that I've gotten the hang of lately, but this exercise is challenging. So being tall and being bigger, I've always had a thing of like, watch your strength. don't do too much. So I'm looking at all this and I'm like, this chubby ass thumb about to go right through or whatever. I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be bad. So I gotta find that balance of gentle and then also like pushing it into the form that I want it to be, and then also allowing it to be whatever it's gonna be. And also want something that I can take home and be like, I did that. So we'll see how it comes.
Well, like she was saying, it's so easy to zone out. I mean, there's no clock in here.
Mm-hmm.
People will stay here for hours. Like I might even have to check the time.
Like, wait.
It's a lot like gardening too, in that it's supposed to make you feel kind of calm, and I don't know if you feel calm.
Do you feel calm?
First time, I'm battling. So half of me is like, this shit better be dope. But then, but the other half is like, wouldn't it be kind of fly if it just wasn't? Like if it was just hideous, but like art, what is hideous?
Yeah, it's subjective.
What is sweet? What is beautiful?
Yeah.
I get to decide. Within maybe a couple of months, you realize that Six's biological dad wasn't going to be like a traditional father in maybe the ideal way of like by your side through the entire process and things of the sort. If you dreamed, like you said, you dreamt of being a mom, when that picture perfect scenario was starting to fall apart, what was the initial feel? Was it like a loneliness? Was it a...
Yeah, well, okay. So I don't want to like, it was probably not like picture perfect. I don't want to, like I was 20. I forget. I met that man to have 6. Like we met each other to have 6. Like we're just supposed to be 6's parents. I don't even have no clue how we even managed to get to that point where we're making a baby. Like, what happened was he ended up moving to LA. And so I think a bit of it was like, a little bit of like you're in denial, where in my head I'm like, oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
back. What do you mean?
Fair assumption.
He's coming back because it was like for work, right? He makes music, so he came here for work. So I'm like, he'll be back. Never happened.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where like the anxiousness, the nervousness, and some of like the sorrow and sadness of my pregnancy came from. It wasn't from like, am I going to be a good mom and all those things. It was more so like, what is that?
What is going on?
How do you, what is all that?
Right. Who were you leaning on? Were people kind of like magically appearing? Did mom fly in, or like what was the...
To give context, like Six's dad always was there like financially and always supported us. Like we'll not ever take that for granted, take that away from him, anything. He always like made sure, while I was pregnant, I had everything I needed. When I was like, I stopped working when I was like 6 months pregnant. One to always acknowledge that for sure. For sure. But I ended up meeting my best friend while I was pregnant. I
didn't catch her name.
Sienna. I think I posted a drawing that I drew while I was pregnant, and I think maybe the caption was like, I'm losing grasp of my dreams.
Sure.
And I think she sent me or maybe you couldn't send people their posts then, but she like maybe screenshot and sent me it, and she was like, are you okay? Let's hang out. Huh. And so we ended up like exchanging numbers. I don't even know, but we ended up hanging out. We met up at, there's like something called the Beltline and you can walk. Then we were like, I don't want this to stop, but like it's dark, like the day's over.
Yeah.
And so she's like, spend the night.
Oh,
so we go back to my place. I pack my bag and I spend the night, and I think I spent the night for like 3 nights. Like I didn't leave
Incredible.
this. Yeah, she was there for all of that. My friends were there when I gave birth.
Nice.
The hospital was like, hey, all the 20.
It's a party in here.
They were like, one of my friends got in trouble for recording. And she was like, hey. So I have a nice video of my kid exiting my vagina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you said that thing earlier. That's it's like derivative of like the Ira Glass.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
literally,
like the basically the gap between like what you want to do and what you can do, and the only answer to it is by just like keep doing it.
The time's gonna pass anyways. Like you're gonna suck until you don't suck.
Yeah.
And before you slice it, slice it in half. Just take the needle tool and do a line, and then measure it kind of
You
like
want me to? You want me to do that?
Yeah, I want you to do it. I trust you.
All right.
I trust you.
Again,
Like
we're
this?
so we were just talking about. So there's the literal gap between what I have going on here and what I see there. So I would like to have a variation of that or something close to. So if I did this.
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna slice right here.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's easier to subtract than to add. And then it's the same thing on it. Oh, this is cool already. I like this. It's very architectural. Yeah.
And as far as like the technique you were saying, I'm over here like a goof doing straight lines, but were you saying that it should be like X's?
It should be like an X.
Okay.
Think of it like tires or like your fingerprint. You've
Okay.
got these grooves, right? And it'll create like a nice grip.
Okay.
As far as activities, Brad, this is the one where you've done the best.
What activity have you done
Yo.
where you failed?
Oh my gosh. You know Malik, right?
Yeah.
So we did, I think I told you this, maybe I didn't, but we did tennis.
Oh no.
And correct. and I had never played before.
The giggles.
So you can imagine just everything that could go wrong did. So a lot of whiffing, a lot of just like, dang, I made direct eye contact with the ball. My racket was firmly gripped in my hand. How did they not meet? So that is a lot of that. and similar to you, our coach, Liz, laughed a lot. And wait, how am I doing now, coach?
Okay, so now you're doing great.
Okay.
Yeah, this is you could be an architect.
Oh, you're sweet.
With the paddle, if you want, you could keep going up, but you're essentially gonna lightly tap it.
Okay. Well, speaking of video, I do have a bit of a fun surprise for you.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and hit play on that at your leisure.
I mean, what can you say about Jaycina? She's the best of the best, and she's the type of person who has the ability to have nothing and create something from it over and over and over and over again. And I think that's why our friendship works, because that's exactly how I am. And I mean, just the other day I was telling her, like, I don't want to live in a world where you do not exist. You know what I mean? Like, this person,
I'm screaming at her nose being the same color as mine.
she's out of this world. I feel like I'm about to cry. She is kind, she's thoughtful, she's so considerate. She's taught me in so many ways what it means to be buddy, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to cry. She's taught me in so many ways what it means to be a woman, a mother. I'm not a mom yet, but I cannot wait to be, because I see how much joy it brings her to be a mom. And just someone in the community who really speaks up for other women and supports other women. And, you know, I think something that I've always loved is like that, yes, she's this beautiful, gorgeous model, but none of that stuff matters to her. What really matters to her is the lives that she is able to impact, not only her own. And I think, gosh, she's just the best. She really is. And so, Jaycina, I love you. I hope you have the best day recording this podcast. And I'm so proud of you and everything that you are and all that you've yet to become. And I cannot wait to watch and cheer you on from the sidelines. I love you. Bye.
It's a real friend.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Wow, I mean, we should, it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. How important has it been for you to have a shoulder to lean on in this life that you're living now?
No, I mean, I say it all the time. My life, this would not be my life without Sienna. Sienna, like, would leave her life in Atlanta and come stay here in LA with us for 3 months. And, you know, I don't have the privilege to like not say no to a job, not say no to a casting. Like I have to go. And like, so Sienna would watch 6. And so I nursed for 2 years. And that only is possible because my friends were like, fuck it, I'll come with you. Because, you know, I couldn't be away from 6. 6 refused to take a bottle. I wasn't able to travel without her till she was like a year old for work. So like my life would literally not be this if I didn't have Sienna, if I didn't have my friends. They're the ones that made it possible for me to have a career to where I can take care of myself in 6, and I could become financially secure independently. I own them everything.
Incredible. I blame all this vicious emotional display on our hang yesterday. It all began over ceramics and peeling back the layers there. I was exposed a bit, and we shared.
It was nice to be tender, right? It's nice to be tender.
Always, apparently. So I was thinking earlier with your name. Truly, you could have been anything, but it sounds like you're meant to like. You got a strong standalone first name. Just like.
No, yeah, there's a joke.
Born creative.
Yeah, there's a joke I used to see when I was younger, and it was like my mom named me Jaycina. Like there's no failing. Like there's not like, you know, like it's like Beyonce, Rihanna,
it's the only one
Oprah.
I know.
They're like, you know, like you just kind of have to. There's no failing when your name is Jaycina.
So you're just gonna, this is probably as tall as you can get though, because if you notice the clay, it might collapse if we get, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thanks, guys. I don't know.
Just gonna check on the kilns first.
Yeah. Oh, me telling her she's good. Yeah, she was talking to y'all, not me. Can you tell Malia? Can you tell Malia?
How many pieces do you have that you've made like in the crib?
Between like 15 and 20 probably.
Okay. Is there any like, are they for display or are they like?
No, I think it's
used?
just for like myself. Like they're on display in my house, but it's just like for myself to play, I think, until I find, you know, like something that feels like I want to explore deeper, like, oh, this is me.
So the exhibit is still far off. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna dry for about 5 days, and then I'm gonna put it in the kiln. We take it out. You're gonna pick a glaze, by the way, at the end. So unless you want it to stay red, you can also keep the red clay body.
Even going a bit deeper now, one of the things that you've been outspoken about and definitely defiant is the idea of shame and the things that come along as far as perception for single moms in general, but specifically young single Black moms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What are some of the stories, and I guess could you talk a bit about like what you see often being the case as far as like how women who lived that portion of your life and you share that experience with how they're typically treated?
You know, as you're growing up, you're inundated with all these messaging, right? With all this messaging around one, being a single mom and what that means, whether that's like your value and your worth within dating, where you weren't good enough to keep the child's foot, like all these narratives that go around with being a single mom, and you're
Promiscuous.
You'll learn through this conversation. I butcher every single word.
We've been there. And
I'm just a Black girl from Kentucky, okay?
I'm just like you.
I learned all my words from reading. I never heard them out loud. Because like my mom was excited when I got pregnant. My mom got pregnant with me at 20. But like throughout society, like there's this messaging that maybe that we do consume, and it like sits with us without us maybe realizing it. For me, there's like this sense of shame being young and then on top of it pregnant, and then of course everybody's like, oh, you know, where's the dad, da 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 da, and I'm like, I'm 20, I'm pregnant, and the dad's in LA.
Right.
You know, you start to let it make you feel a way about yourself, and you start to let it tell you the type of person you are, what's wrong with you or whatever. Then if you add on working class poor mothers, there's this added layer, right? Then you're definitely irresponsible. You're definitely all these things. Because how could you, or how
Right,
dare you, or
right.
whatever. And I mean, poor folks are already up against these narratives around, you know, deservedness and like bootstrapping and
Right,
all these things.
right.
Add that extra layer on of being young and pregnant. I'm sure you can imagine what that feels like. So
Right.
yeah, and I didn't have a car when I was pregnant. I gratefully, my daughter's dad paid for my Uber, so I was able to
Okay,
Uber.
okay, yeah, you got around.
You know, you look like you're 15
Right.
in the Uber,
Right,
like,
right.
you know, and you're heavily pregnant. Like you're gonna get questions, and like
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to have to tell you. Like, I
Right,
don't,
right.
No, I'm single, and I'm not 15. I'm 20.
Yeah, because all of a sudden you
okay?
can't have a casual conversation.
Yeah,
Everything
like,
is
you
an
can't-
interrogation
you
on
can't have a
your
casual
humanity
conversation.
and the
No.
decisions you made.
Exactly. And
Wow.
for some reason, like, I feel like being pregnant is so visual
Mm-hmm.
that people think, like, you know, that you can talk about it. And I am entitled to this information.
Right.
I'm like, no, I
Damn,
don't want
that's
to
so
have
true.
to, every time I Uber, I don't want to go through this. And then, you know, like, some people are like, you know, like, not weird about it, but then some people, it's like an awkward silence after I say, no, my daughter's dad is in LA, no, like, you know.
I'm sure in time, like naturally you're gonna age out of it. Like just adulthood is gonna take you into a different place because you are a certified mom who's doing it or whatever. But in those initial stages, how did you kind of carry yourself out of those pits of despair where you're just like, damn, am I irresponsible? Damn, am I?
Yeah. See, so that's the thing. I don't think I ever, it was like those little small like moments of shame that end up, you know, can add up. And then so when you have a screaming baby and you're sleep deprived.
Yeah.
And then you have those 15 moments of shame.
Right.
And it's just all compounding.
Right.
That I think is when it was hard for me, but I don't think I ever was like, because I think also part of it was, I'm going to prove you all wrong.
Right. Okay.
And that's my maybe that's like just my personality. So it never allowed me to get to that point. Like the pride in me was like, no, fuck you guys. Like
Right.
I'm going to prove you wrong. I have to prove you wrong.
Got it.
So I think that, but that's like my natural like rebellion.
Got it.
Prideful,
Got it.
like, you know.
Got it. February 19th,
2017.
2017, 6 was
1:12
born.
a.m.
One, say the time again.
1:12 a.m.
1:12 a.m. A star was born. You're on record as saying you've never felt anything comparable before or since then. February 9th, 2017, you posted a poem of sorts because you actually not of sorts. You are a poet. You've written a short book.
I wrote a shitty chapbook when I was 20.
You're not
21.
claiming it anymore?
No, it's mine. It's
It's
out there.
yours
It's in
to
the world.
hold
But
it.
like, I'm not a poet. Like I'm a reader. I'm a reader.
You wrote
I'm a reader.
short stories.
And when you're a reader, like you're like,
They were
fuck, I want to
poems.
write.
Whatever you want to call it. I will read you.
Oh fuck.
Oh, what's she doing? Are you making a handle?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little something.
I was trying to check the time code on this.
Do you want to add a handle? Or you're...
I'm looking at hers. I'm like, how strong would the handle have to be? What would I usually?
I mean, it's not a functional handle. It's decorative.
Look at me. Handle got to do something.
It's aesthetics. It's for the optics.
We could trim this right here, just so that it's level. Is that cool? Right here? Do you see how it goes like that?
Should I?
It's about to get really crazy.
You'll wonder, when do I start releasing my mother's trauma that has been stuck in my chest for decades, so my own daughter can grow a belly full of roses instead of sinking in secondhand sorrow. Mm-hmm. I know a bit of your mother's story. She did, at least for a stint of time, endure an abusive relationship. Mm-hmm. Obviously had you young as well.
Yeah.
When you became pregnant, did you look at yourself through the lens ever as like product of my environment, possibly falling into a cycle? Obviously things bar for bar didn't happen the same way.
I mean, I don't know if I ever looked at it that way. Again, there's something, the pride in me is like,
Mm-hmm. I guess what I'm reading in that poem. We just don't own it.
Yeah.
What I'm reading in that poem, at least, is like whatever she experienced and shared with you, and those stories that you held did live within.
Yeah. So I grew up in that, really, in that. My mom met my stepdad when I was like 7 or 8, and we didn't leave till I was 18.
Right.
So I grew up in that. Like, I grew up in an abusive environment, whatever. I have to heal my childhood and stuff to be the mom that I want to be. And I think that's the lens I was taking that in. Not so much, it was more so how mine and my mother's story, they're the same, right? They're the same story, just like different characters.
Right.
So I think that's what I was saying. How can I heal that and heal from my childhood?
And do you think you did? Have you? I
think motherhood. Okay. Like being a mom and getting to be the mom or like the parent that you didn't have, or like the parent that you needed,
right,
is super healing. Like, yeah, I get to do it my way on my terms, and I get to give Six the childhood that I wanted, and like that all children deserve, you know. And that's like no shade to my mother.
Of course,
okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Like my mom is one of the strongest people in this whole wide world, and I know she would do anything for me, and I won't cry.
It's funny with that good question about the competitive standpoint, because as I was thinking, I was like, I'm looking at you add the handles, and I'm like, do I want to do it because I want mine to be like in the same world as hers, or is it because is it competition or admiration?
Is it ego or?
I was like, you know what?
Questions asked.
I like mine. Do I really want this, or am I just trying to keep up?
Feeling?
Right. So I must settle within myself and stick to the thing I'm proud of. This is fun, man.
Gateway drug.
Yeah, for real though. It's not.
He's about to bring y'all back here, y'all three.
No
y'all
gas.
gonna go for a class.
With your kind of origin story and the life that you lived, one of the grandest things that came from it is you finding, I mean, you can agree, I'm putting this on you, but would you agree that you that kind of conceived what would become your purpose?
If I did not have my lived experience, if I did not grow up the way I grew up, I wouldn't be the person that I am, right? Everything about me is informed by what I went through, you know? So that is why I am how I am, and that is how I got into my work. Being a single mom, being a young mom, being a Black woman, all of that informs my work. Growing up, working class, all of that informs my work for sure. It's all this cumulative project, right?
Tender launched in 2020?
January 2020, yes.
2020, so 5 years deep, highly recognized. This year was a banner year for you guys. It seems like you just continue to grow and grow. Recognized by Haley Bieber's Road Foundation with a hefty sum donated. Recognized by Adidas in 2025, honoring Black excellence. With that being said, how does it feel to be this force in other people's lives? And kind of piggybacking on that, maybe just answer the follow-up question, because what's really interesting to me is this response that you had a couple days ago. I'm last second asking you, what are some interesting things that maybe we could use for set decoration for the shoot? And I say, who are some of your icons? Who are people that you look up to? And arguably one of the most G responses I've gotten to that question is you saying, I really don't have those. I don't really have those kind of people. I rock with the people, the mamas at my foundation, my homegirl, and Six.
Yeah.
Super
my
cool.
Idols.
Super cool. So what are the tender mamas giving back to you?
Now this is gonna be a really abstract answer to that question.
Go for it.
But so many times folks talk about community and building community and being in community with the people around you, right? That means getting into your community. That means getting off our phones. Actually breaking bread and talking with folks that maybe don't look like you, but like, you know, like you have to be able to be uncomfortable. You have to be able to be inconvenienced. I know that everybody's talking about like community and now like is being inconvenienced, but no, it's true. Like you have to be willing to be open. And so for me, it's community. Like, come to our office during a diaper bank and it's all moms. We're just talking. We're like sharing whatever is going on. And I leave my office every single diaper bank like with my cup full, right? Even though it's from 7:30 to 3 p.m. we're
tired before.
I'm running around with like a chicken with my head cut off. But all those little small moments that I get to connect and talk with other moms and, you know, like just have a real one-on-one exchange where I can be authentically me and the people around me can show up authentically as them. You don't have to put on airs. You don't have to, you know, like, so that's what I get. And I know that was a roundabout way.
No, I completely got it.
Okay.
In the midst of all that and learning about you, I really want to acknowledge something because especially since I know you do in your day-to-day life as well. After the dust settled with Six's biological dad and you went about your life as a single mom, you were blessed with the opportunity to meet somebody that, you know, allowed you to open back up. And through that relationship came the conception of a beautiful young girl named Moss, who unfortunately didn't make it to Earth as us worldly beings know it, but still made a huge impact on your life in the brief time that she was with you.
Yeah.
Miscarriages are not abnormal. They happen all the time, but I imagine it's still like a tremendously rough thing to process and endure. What did you learn from that experience and how did you kind of not necessarily move on? Because I would say you're a mother of two.
Yeah, like I'm Six's mom, but there's like this loss that will always exist in my world, right? One, I learned that there should be no restrictions on women's bodies. I live in Georgia, and so we knew for a month that Moss was not going to live. There was like 99% chance that she was going to pass away, but because of Georgia's abortion ban, you just had to wait.
You had to sit with her until it was probably proven without a doubt that she.
Right, and with that, there's tests that you have to do. You have to get, where they put the needle in your tummy and all that. But there's scheduling that. You have to wait until it's open. So we were pretty much forced to wait until she passed before, any of that. So that, I think, that was just like a wake-up call, right? I work in reproductive justice.
Right.
So that's always been part of our work. But when you have this lived experience, it makes it a lot real, a lot more real. The laws and legislation that is being passed has real life implications. Yeah, I learned don't ask women questions about do you want another one? Do you want no, please. I went to work 2 weeks after Moss passed, and my agency told the client and the producer that had happened because I was in my second trimester, so I had a bump, and so I wasn't all the way back to my size, whatever. So they had that context, but some of the crew didn't, and it came up some of us were moms, and of course you have that question oh, are you gonna have more? And I was yeah, my baby just died 2 weeks ago.
That's insane. Yeah. It's not a new pair of sneakers, bro.
Yeah. So I've learned that is a tricky question, and innately we're curious. We want to, and it's a way to connect to people sometimes. That was the first loss I've ever experienced in my life. I've never, nobody close to me ever passed or anything. I did not know what to do. I didn't know how to work with that, and what I learned is grief is something that will always be there. It's not I'm healed.
Yeah.
I'm no longer sad or
Right.
I'm no longer
Right.
grieving. No, it's like the grief doesn't get less and less, but you kind of learn how to live with it and to where it becomes, I don't want to say smaller, but it's like you don't feel the same magnitude every
Right.
day.
Right.
The grief is like this, but then your life also grows,
Mm-hmm.
and you somehow learn to live with it.
Right. Wow. It's really interesting to kind of talk to you. Number one, thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that.
No, I mean,
'cause-
I think it's important. I'm on the board of ARC Southeast, one of like the largest reproductive justice orgs in Southeast region, and I think it's important to always speak on that. Like, I'll never not talk about the things that I believe in strongly. So thank you
Got
for giving me the platform.
Oh, no problem at all.
So where are we at with this?
Oh, we're done. We just need to pick a glaze color, and then on my end, I'm just gonna load it, and
This is great.
it's gonna go off into lava land, and
So when you choose a glaze, you gotta give a specific reason as to why you chose it.
Oh, now
Oh.
I want to be so much more interesting than it's my favorite color. I'm think I'm going with this one. Number one, green is my favorite color, but the why behind it is just like oddly enough, for someone who spent like the majority of his life like in the city, I really like things that like recall like nature, being outside. Yeah, stuff like money, I mean, it's important, but like green for me is mostly like get outside, enjoy life, nature, stuff like that. So we're going with green. And what do you think you're going with?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn between these two.
They're both great. I like the shine on
Yeah. I just feel like the juxtaposition of like this glaze with this shape would be cool, I think, a little bit.
green.
this is called banana corn.
What is it called?
This is called banana corn. It doesn't say on the
Banana
bottom.
corn?
Yeah, just
Banana
don't
corn.
ask.
What is this one called?
That's just brown.
Brown. Brown.
This one has
Banana corn and brown. Okay.
Brown.
The concept of our photo shoot for this essentially was you being a whole mom. In addition to being an entrepreneur and a foundation runner, a model, and so many other things, it is important to kind of like tend to yourself and have your own experiences and stuff like that. As far as your day-to-day life, are you someone who sees the importance of the things that I said? Are you frequently finding time for yourself and recognizing all parts of Jaycina?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just now getting to the point where I have this space for that. Like, as a parent, you know, but like 7, 8 becomes like, oh wait,
Freedom?
we're back.
Is that what
we're back,
you're teasing me
baby,
with?
we're
Okay.
back. You know, they're in school. They're like, they're like, I don't need you. Go away from me.
Right,
You know.
right.
So I think I'm getting a little bit of that back, but I do think it's important always to have some sort of space where you're doing something for yourself. And I don't think of it as like you can't pour from your cup if your cup is empty. I don't know if I
Yeah.
subscribe to that idea. I have to figure out what I feel about that. I have to figure out my feelings around that. I don't know.
You can always find a little bit more.
Yeah, you know,
little
and
bit
it's
more,
like,
I
no,
believe
like, we all have cups, and like, fuck, some days are gonna be empty and you still have to show up and do
Facts.
the things, you
Facts.
know? I consider myself a creative, even though I hate saying that, because I'm like, what have you done creative?
They done bastardized that term so
well,
crazy
it's also
that
just like, you know, like the imposter syndrome, because like, bitch, what have you done that's creative? But I consider myself a little bit of a creative, and so anything like, I think it's important just to have a creative outlet, even if like you're shitty at it. And
made an awesome
thank you.
Piece yesterday.
I don't think
Like-
I'm shitty at ceramics. I think
Right.
I think I'm okay. Like
Right.
a solid
A
like
creative.
6 out of 10 if I was gonna rate myself.
beyond passable. You're again, happy belated birthday.
Thank
You posted like a little bit of the celebration, and the coolest thing that I saw in the midst of all that is this young child of yours at the table, really, really confidently going up there and thanking the Lord and everybody around the table. You in shambles.
I want to say something about you. Okay. we're celebrating the 30 years my mom had lived, and make sure she's having a healthy 30, and making sure that she is gonna live a long life, and she'll be safe and of these 30 years that God had made for her. All right, everybody.
Happy birthday, Mama!
Witnessing it all.
Yes.
How does it feel to kind of like get to this place?
Yeah, no, completely, that took me completely by surprise. Like, she stopped everybody and she's like, wait, I want to say something. And she like comes out with this so like thoughtful and like deep speech. And you're like,
Who is
who
this?
are you? And so turning 30, I turned 30 and I blew my life up, to be honest. So it's been like a huge transition for me, but using that energy, like fresh start, new, and like totally embracing it, I think has been good for me a little bit. What was your question? Because now I'm just
What was
thinking
it
of
like?
Six's
No, we're
speech,
going,
and
and I
oh.
like that you're kind of ambling a bit, because you talking about blowing your life. You entered year 30 as a single woman. As you kind of look forward, and I know it's still relatively new.
Yeah.
What, if any, what love do you aspire to? And is that a goal? Is it just falling into it and letting go and letting God, or like what's your swag in the air?
Yeah, well,
The early stages of year 30.
So I was with Six's dad, like my ex, not her biological dad, but her dad, since she was 2, and so like our whole 20s, basically we were together, and so like that's still my love. Like, we're best friends, we still have a certain love and care there. So to me, like, dating, it's really like you have to add something, like, you know, like I can be very selective when it comes to that, and I can be like, I'm a hopeless romantic. In my head, I'm going to wait for my one true soulmate who I'm going to fall in love, and I'm going to feel seen and heard and, all the things that you dream of. This is not happening anytime soon.
Right.
But ideally, I will have my dream fairy tale
Got it.
of a hopeless romantic whirlwind romance, and I'll elope.
Got it. And as I wrap, and maybe this will kind of serve as a bookend with that post that you read at the top of it, it wraps with you saying that you have a million dreams.
Yeah.
10 years later from that post, and I think that was like a New Year's post, so like essentially New Year's Eve, and also the eve of you giving birth to 6, just turned 30. What are some of the dreams that you have now?
I'm going to be really vulnerable. I want to go from being like, I call myself a creative, like I want to call myself an artist. Like, I would love to like ceramics I really, really love. And so I would love to get better and be like, I want to be a potter. I want to be an artist.
Yeah.
And so that's definitely one of my goals. I think another one of my goals is like falling in love, doing the marriage thing. I want to have another baby. I don't know if you can relate. I have a really hard time picturing my future. Like, I can't see myself. Ever since I was a kid, like, I've never been able to see my future. It's just like, oh, time has passed.
Right.
Oh, I'm 30. I made it to 30.
Yeah, I'm the same.
I was blank.
Right.
Like, 30 was blank in my head. I had no clue. So it's really hard for me to say, like, what my dreams are. But no, like, I want to be an artist. I want to be a mom of 2. Earthside. I want the marriage. I want the love. I want to contribute something to the world, like with my work. I want to see the things that I don't believe. Like, I want these things changed. I want to advocate for the things that I believe in. I want to help push policy forward, like all those things that I'm doing. And I feel like my work is very like too separate in my head. Like, they're on 2 different ends. So like my work with Tender, I want policy change,
story building, like narrative change, these deeply embedded thoughts in society. Like I want to contribute to the shift of this like changing culture.
Oddly enough, you are a lot of the things that you wish, but I still wish them for you.
You know, you
I
never
wish
feel like
more.
you're doing enough, especially like in that side of my work. You never feel never feel like you're doing enough because like there's so many people that are just not getting by. Like there's so many families that are struggling to just fucking live. And so like you never feel like you're doing enough. You never feel. And I'm sitting here with you and I know like I'm looking at my jewelry and everything and it feels fickle. So that is like there's a tension within me too, you know, that I'm like I can like figuring that out is like I can still like the things that I like because then I have this creative that has worked in fashion, you know, my whole life for my adulthood that has like I love these things and you know there's this consumer in you like until everybody has what they need I will never feel like I'm doing enough until everybody has what they need.
Poet, artist, change maker, entrepreneur. I'm missing, I know, like 10 other things. Take it, own it, run with it, but I do wish you everything and more. Thank you so much for that time and this conversation and all the energy. And let's do it again soon.
Thank you. Looking forward to it. I appreciate you.
All right. We did it.
We're still recording that.
We did it. Awesome.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks so much. We went in overtime, but that was awesome. How you feel?
I feel good. Thank you.
Awesome.
I love it.
Good.
That was still recording, right? Yeah.